Hey, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh my god, this car's old and dingy. It's stinking here, and I'm cold. How do you get around in this thing? Jesus. Where we going? Did you make reservations?
Yeah, I'm
vegan. I can't just eat anything. You know what I mean? I'm gluten-free. I got a lot to watch my figure with.
Here we are. This is the restaurant
this
right
is
here.
it? Okay, you gonna change? You gotta put a different jacket on. Let's go. Come on. Hurry up. What are you doing? Get out the car.
Hey y'all, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lumi, and today we're going to be looking at some more red flags in dating. Now, with this first one, first of all, I haven't seen this guy since like the days of Vine. Do you remember Vine? This is King Batch? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, he used to be huge on Vine, and I was surprised. I found him on TikTok still doing stuff, but yeah, dude, like he he pretty much sums it up right here when it comes to, you know, when you're dating people who, you know, it could be men or women, I guess, just really bossy people, you know, like they show up with like this in-your-face attitude, or like I'm better than you sort of attitude, and it's like on date number one, and this is the big red flag here, the glaring red flag. On date number one, they're already like trying to tell you how to live your life. It's like, nah, you can get out of here. Next, please. Now, before we continue, guys, I noticed a lot of you aren't subscribed to my channel yet. If you find yourself returning to my channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much.
3 lesbian first date red flags. Number 1, if she doesn't get up to greet you when you arrive.
Every now and then, I like to take a look at the other side, you know? It's kind of interesting to see how dating is like for women who are dating other women. It's not something you see, or it's not something you hear very often, like on social media. Like I kind of had to find, like I had to dig for this a little bit. I mean, it's probably just because of my algorithm or whatever, but yeah, it's always interesting to see how, I guess the other side of the fence is.
So I went on a date with this woman, and I arrived at the restaurant after her, and so I approached her and said hello, thinking that she would get up and maybe shake my hand or give me a hug or something, but she just stayed seated, and then I felt really uncomfortable with the greeting, so I sat down across from her and was just like, hi. But yeah, like, if someone doesn't stand up to greet you, I feel like that's like a power struggle already, maybe, and I don't.
What does she mean by that? By power struggle? Like, I honestly don't know. Like, how is it like a power thing if you get up to greet someone? I thought that was like kind of old school. Like, people don't like that, you know? It's kind of like, it's kind of cringy. Like, it's kind of like bringing flowers on a first date, maybe? I don't know. I honestly wouldn't care. Like, if someone, I might consider it like a little bit rude, maybe, if someone didn't like get up to maybe give me a hug or whatever, but it's a first date, you know? Like, really, the expectations should be so low on a first date. It should be very low, and it should be very low expectations. Just have no expectations, and usually 9 times out of 10 you'll leave happier because you didn't put the other person on the pedestal. You didn't put your preconceived ideals onto them yet. You didn't project onto them just yet, and you end up leaving happier, you know? I think both parties end up leaving happier because you take away the pressure of it all, you know? But I don't know. I guess it's like, it depends on the situation. Like, if she was super cold, and there was like a vibe about her, maybe this could be considered a red flag, but I don't really think it's that much of a big deal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
2, she's mean to the wait staff. I usually waitress during the summers because I'm a teacher, and if you're not nice to your waiter or waitress when they are busy. And 3, if they talk about all the past drama in their lives. I feel like no one really wants to get into the drama on a first date. You really just want to be excited and chatting and getting to know each other. So if your date is already talking negatively about other people, I feel like that kind of gives you an idea that they're not the most genuine person.
Alright, I guess these last 2 points kind of paint a better picture about this person. Yeah, it sounds like they were just a very negative person in general. Let's see, mean to the wait staff and talking badly about their exes or past dates or whatever. Like that's just all around. Like there's a lot of negativity, a lot of toxicity there. Probably in your best interest to just completely move on from this person if you want to keep your sanity.
Red flags on first date. A lot of these are signs that the relationship will not last long and that this person truly does not care about you. If you suggest a coffee date and they insist on a dinner and drinks date, if they bring up past relationships or talk negatively about their exes, if they send love emojis or get a little too extra when you guys first start texting, if they are a little pushy in trying to get you to come over on your first date, you don't do that. If they can't talk through misunderstandings or disagreements, if they don't see your side, if they treat waiters or staff poorly, tip your waiters, man. Don't be a canoe.
This guy's very intense. I find it funny. Like I agree with what he's saying here, like 100%. Like he's spitting some like good. It's just facts, right? Like, and it resonates with what the last individual was saying in the previous video. But I just think it's funny how, I mean, I don't know how old this guy is, but the fact that he said D canoe, it's just please don't, like please don't say that. I hate that. It's so cringy.
If they're giving you pet names or like little cute nicknames, like right when you guys start talking, run. Run! Stay away from them if they're making you feel responsible for hurting their feelings and getting emotional. Toxic. If they're walking ahead of you and not right next to you, problem. If they rush too quickly, just met. Save that. If they lied about even one thing on their dating profile, social media account, or whatever, if they lied about one thing, even just the smallest thing, there's the door. And last but not least, if they are not following up after the date, checking to see if you got home safely, asking you if you had a good time or whatever. In other words, insinuating that, is there going to be a second date? Like giving you a thought after the date to kind of recap and see how you both are feeling and vibing with each other. Unless you were on the date and pretty much made it clear where you need to screw off, bud. Or bye, Felicia. Either or.
Yeah, I agreed with him up until that last part. Like, I mean, yeah, like you don't have to text back like the night of. And also, I think texting like, "Oh, are you okay? Did you get home safe?" Like, yeah, it's nice, but I still think it's a little old-fashioned. Like, we're all adults here. Like, we can take care of ourselves. We can look after ourselves. It kind of gives off like I don't know, like an energy that you care too much about this person after a first date. Remember, it's a first date. I feel like texting maybe like the day after or 2 days later, like, oh, hey, I had a really good time, blah, 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 like that. That's okay. Like, that's fine. But going like above and beyond to see if the person is like all good after the first date, after like 2 hours after leaving the first date, that's a little bit much. Again, this guy, he's kind of funny. He's a little bit intense, but yeah, I wouldn't agree 100% with him here on all his points.
Testing to see if my date is a red flag or not. He literally won't even look at me or say anything.
Hey, is everything good? I noticed you're not really talking much.
Do you not trust me or something? I just noticed that you put that cup thing on your drink.
Oh, I mean, it's not personal. I bring this everywhere. There's like 30 other people at this bar.
But it's my duty as the man to protect my women. And when you put something like that on your drink, it really just hurts my ego.
So, I think I've covered this person's TikToks before in the past. I learned that these are all skits. They're all just trying to like sell you stuff. Like the one in the other video that I did recently, like I think it was a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, about the necklace that like alerts the cops and like alerts your friends and family of your location and that you're in danger. Like it's all sponsored. It's like they're just trying to sell you that device. This one is the same thing. You can kind of tell it's scripted by the way that like she's just like. First of all, I think the guy's voice is it's like a voiceover. You can kind of tell with the audio quality, and then her response is just so mechanical and scripted. It's kind of easy to tell. But yeah, I checked the description. It's like you can buy these drink covers here. Um, and I'm not dissing that or anything. Like I think that is useful. Like that is a good thing to have, especially like if you're a woman and you're like going out to nightclubs. It can be kind of dangerous. Just meeting strangers and obviously they want to buy you drinks or if they're dangerous, they can do something to it. But yeah, I'm not saying these products are bad necessarily. I just think it's funny how it's like she's always dating Kermit the Frog or something, or like a Muppet. That guy's voice just cracks me up every time I hear it. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. I've got a few more videos I want to cover. I'll cover them in the next one. If you like the video, please drop me a like. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you ever experienced any red flags mentioned in the video before? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. And as always, if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me and the channel go a long way. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Later.